Hi everybody. So today I just wanted to give you a quick video about my TBR for the rest of this quarantine and self-isolation period. I have a decent amount of books on my shelf that I haven't read that I really want to get to reading. Haven't gotten to yet. Everything's been crazy. So I have a couple of books I really want to read before this whole thing is over. So let me pull those out. The first thing I want to mention is I have a couple of video ideas upcoming for Poetry Month, which is April. So I have some poetry on my TBR before April and during April. So I'm not going to show that, so stay tuned to that video that's coming out in the future. But yeah, some of that's on my TBR, so that's kind of the first few books. All right. The next thing is I want to finish this book, which I know I've mentioned multiple times in videos, but I'm still only 100 pages into it, and I've been sidetracked reading a different book, so I do really want to finish this one. The next one that I recently got, and I'm so excited about, is Haben by Haben Girma. It's a memoir. The Deaf-Blind Woman Who Conquered Harvard Law. It looks very interesting. There's pictures. In the center, there's a bunch of pictures. Let me show you a good one. That is Haben with Barack Obama. And I am a deaf studies minor at my college, and I really like, actually, the capstone thesis, the 25-page paper that I wrote for my associate's degree in honors. I wrote about cochlear implants and sign language in terms of deafness. So I love reading different books about deaf culture and especially deaf and blind. I haven't heard of any cases of deaf-blind people other than Helen Keller. So this will be really interesting to get to. The next book that I'm interested in reading is Stiff by Mary Roach. I have found a niche interest in books about death. I read all of Caitlin Doty's books that she has out. I'm highly anticipating her next one. And this is another book about death. And I haven't heard a whole lot about it, but I saw it in Barnes & Noble on sale. And I'm super interested in reading more about death and how bodies are treated and customs and things like that. So I figured I would pick up a different author to continue my research on that. All right, now we're getting into some books that I've been putting off for a while because I thought I needed to read them at the perfect time. And there is not going to be any better time but now because I have free time. So this is Wise Blood by Flannery O'Connor. I've been wanting to pick this up. I got it a couple months ago, and I have desperately wanted to read this, but I just keep getting sidetracked. So this is definitely on the list. I don't know much about what this is about necessarily, but I love Flannery O'Connor, and I've read a bunch of her stuff, and I know it's going to be great, so I really have to read it. But yes, this is also on my TBR for this whole isolation period. And then another book that I really want to finish reading is Raising Demons by Shirley Jackson. I've read the first book. This is the second book in kind of a little series duology situation. However, it's kind of memoir-ish, but also kind of a short story collection. It's kind of a strange format, but the first one was called Life Among the Savages, and that's really talking about her experience being a mother and raising her kids. And I'm assuming this is going along the same vein when the kids are a little bit older. But again, I ordered this because I needed it so badly, and then I haven't picked it up because I just want it to be the perfect time. So this is definitely on a list of things that I want to read very soon. And then finally, I have a couple of audiobooks currently out that I have not read yet. I actually have them on my library card, and it's In Defense of Food, which I am a little bit through. Let's see, what percent am I? I'm 26% through that book, so I would like to finish that probably by the end of the month because it's kind of a short audiobook. I'm also interested in reading Scratch by a bunch of different authors, but it's about making money as a writer. This one, Invisible Women by Caroline Criado Perez, and that's about the data bias in the world designed for men. So this is in my quest to read more feminist literature. I'm super interested in that, so hopefully I'll get to that also. And the final book is The Awakening by Kate Chopin, I'm not sure how to say that, but I've read one of her short stories for a class, and I really liked it. I wrote about it in a paper, and she's also kind of one of the benchmark feminist writers from her time, so I definitely want to check that out. So anyway, I have 5 physical books that I want to read, and not including poetry, and I have a couple of audiobooks. Hopefully that I'll be able to finish all of those during this kind of time of quiet and isolation. If I can't, oh well, but that's the goal. I also have to do school online, so that's stressful. But hopefully I can get all that read, and let me know down below what books you're reading during this quarantine time. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. See you later. Bye.